On the Entrepreneur this week,
my son happened to have eczema, so the butter she gave me worked on my son. Just like many other businesses, we saw an opportunity.
Then on the second half,
You know, in Kenya, everyone has a side hustle. So guys want to manage their personal finances and their business finances all in the same tool. We have a very simple mobile application and a web application that SMEs can use to send invoices to their customers.
for Lucy Kingori, Share by ASAL is not just a business. It is a way of life. While her son was still young, he suffered from a medical condition known as eczema. Eczema is a medical condition in which patches of skin become rough and inflamed with blisters that cause itching and bleeding, sometimes resulting from a reaction to irritation, but more typically having no obvious external cause. Running out of options and desperate for a cure, she turned to a little-known remedy, shea butter.
Just like many other businesses, we saw an opportunity. There was a gap in the market for products that could be used by the entire family, right from the baby to the grandpa, the entire family, any age. I remember a few years back, a friend from South Sudan brought me this shea that was in a paper bag. And at the time, I didn't know it was called shea butter. It was just a butter in a bag. And when she brought me the shea, my son happened to have eczema, and just the same way her son had eczema. And I was struggling looking for a solution. So the butter she gave me worked on my son. I'd tried everything and given up, but the butter she gave me worked on my son. So we did research and realized that we could turn this into a business at the time.
And with that little discovery, Share by ASAL was born in September of 2014. The company specializes in the manufacturing of handcrafted products such as body butters, hair butters, shampoo bars, and clay masks.
It means our products are made by hand, just exactly what the word handcrafted means. Once we get the raw materials, we mix them by hand. We use minimal products, if any. We don't use artificial preservatives, no artificial ingredients in our products, not even for the essence or the smell of the products here.
On any given day, Lucy is on the lookout for raw materials from all over Africa. From shea butter sourced from South Sudan to avocado and bentonite clay procured from Kenya, this is not a job for the faint-hearted.
We started the company in April 2014 and we didn't go to the market until September of the same year. Some of the challenges including product certification and getting people to embrace the products. Yeah, most people didn't understand what this butter was, just like us, but we'd taken time to do research, so it was just a matter of convincing people to give it a try, give it a chance. Because we're used to ready-made products that are imported. Yeah, we weren't used to any local handcrafted products. So it was a challenge getting the product out there when we started. Capital was also a challenge. So we worked with what we could put together, which was about $3,000 US. It was enough to get us the raw material, which was shea butter from South Sudan, and that at least got us started. From what we sold, we were able to reinvest into the company, then come up with soaps such as the Shampoo Bar, lemon soap, honey and oat soap, all of which have shea as a base oil.
Even though the 33-year-old might have found it difficult convincing clients to sample and use her products, she would find a ready market from people facing similar challenges. Others, though, would still need a little bit more convincing.
Luckily, most people who agreed to sample the product liked it, especially those with kids who had skin issues. Our clients with dry skin issues, they'd instantly get back to us and tell us, okay, your product is actually good. We like your product. We got positive feedback and we were surprised. The only negative feedback was on our packaging at the time, which was what we could afford when we started. And for the clients who were going for the product more than the packaging, it worked, it sold. but for the others it took a bit of convincing.
Shea by ASAL produces more than 20 hair care beauty products. Nevertheless, Lucy believes that she has come up with a product that will revolutionize the beauty industry, a shampoo bar.
Our latest invention would be the solid shampoo bar, which is really value for money. It's a bar of soap that you use to wash your hair, and what it will do, it will wash your hair and it won't leave it dry. It's infused with ingredients such as avocado oil, bentonite clay, glycerin. So we make it in such a way that it cleanses, yes, but the oils counter the drying effect on your hair. We've left it in bar form so that we use less chemicals on the soap.
Lucy, who describes herself as a hustler and free spirit, is a serial entrepreneur. She is a self-taught graphic designer and interior designer. Between 2012 and 2014, Lucy operated a boutique in Nairobi. Previously, she worked as a salesperson at an electronics shop. She was also in charge of payroll at Mash Apparel.
I realized that employment was not for me. My last job was in 2008. I was doing accounts at a factory on Mombasa Road. And one day I just stood up and told my boss I was done, because I felt like my creativity was limited and I was not into the whole routine thing for pay at the end of the month. I felt like my hands were tied. I'm what you'd call a free spirit, and I like to explore, I'm a creative. So for me, sitting in an office from 9 to 5, just doing what I'm supposed to do or what has been written down for me to do was not my thing. So I also have the hustling spirit, which I got from my mom. So an office job would not cut it for me.
While most parents are not comfortable when their children embark on the entrepreneurship journey, Lucy would have the full support of her family.
My family was very supportive actually, especially my mom. She believes you should follow your passion. You should enjoy what you're doing, even if it's whether it's for money or what. So my mom was very supportive. My dad as well, he was at the time. He passed on. So yeah, basically they were supportive. For my mom, as long as you are not sitting down and waiting for freebies, she was okay supporting you in whatever way.
Lucy is currently studying for a course in business from the Strathmore Business School. So what makes Shea by ASAL products unique?
For our products, we use natural and organic ingredients, guaranteed, no artificial anything, as compared to other ready-made products that are out there in the market. We're very innovative. We'll always have something unique and different for our clients.
Due to an increase in demand, Lucy hopes to boost Shea by ASAL's capacity by buying machinery that will solve one of her biggest challenges, packaging of her products. This, though, poses a different kind of challenge for the entrepreneur.
The current challenge is production. By production, I mean we're distributing in 9 shops in Nairobi and we're trying to expand. We need to invest more capital into our business to be able to afford machinery, because we're at a point where hand packing takes up a lot of our time. We're okay handcrafting, but packing the products takes up a lot of our time. So we need to invest in machinery, we need to employ more people, and all this is costing money. So our main hardship right now is getting capital to expand.
Shea nuts are mainly grown in West and Central Africa in the semi-arid Sahel, referred to by traders as the shea belt. It is from these nuts that shea butter is extracted. However, Lucy prefers using shea butter from South Sudan.
What we do is we harvest our own shea 3 times a year. And by that I mean we go right down to South Sudan during harvest season and we pack our barrels of shea. Then that way we guarantee quality. From there it comes by road to Kenya. Once it comes by road, we go through a process of filtering just in case there are any dirt particles in there. Then we test the pH. Then for the ones that are being packed without essential oils, we just melt and pack. For the ones that will be mixed with essential oils, we'll mix the essential oils, then we label, pack, and take to the shops.
Shea by ASAL mostly utilizes social media, taking part in activation events and word of mouth to market her products. Lucy, though, does admit that there are some bad days.
Sometimes you feel like you've hit a wall. There are times the sales are down, there are times the raw materials will take long to get here. There are times the problem is the opposite, whereby the demand is too high, but you can't produce at the same rates because of the number of staff members we have here. So there are days you wake up with a lot of pressure and you want to close shop, but then you still go back to the clients you see shopping for your products, and the smile they have after they've used the products or the great reviews they give after, then it encourages you to go back and work harder.
So what words of advice does Lucy Kingori have for burgeoning entrepreneurs?
Always follow your passion. If you like what you're doing and you think it will make you a living, go for it. Entrepreneurship is about taking risks and just diving into the business. So always just go for be passionate, have a plan. It doesn't have to be written, even if it's in your head, but just always have a plan. Then just go for it. Yeah. Let's buy Kenya, let's build Kenya.
Don't go away. The Entrepreneur will be right back.